Amin Drillz, and this is my elbow spin tutorial brought to you by Spin Control. Okay, so why is elbow spin a useful move? Basically, it's just a dope move that not many people can do and it looks really good. Why I personally like the move? I just think it feels super amazing. It feels a little bit unreal when you can catch it every time and spin multiple rounds. It's just an amazing feeling. So the most challenging thing about this move is finding the balance point, being able to lock into it and then holding it. The requirements for this move is actually just a really good elbow freeze. But if you can do head spins or 90s or any kind of other spin, this of course helps because then you already have an understanding how to spin and how to hold your position. So what equipment do you need for this move? Probably something that can spin really good, like the Spin Control hoodie, or some elbow pad that can support you, or both. Alright, now let's jump into it. Let's start with the technical instructions. So number one is a very solid elbow freeze. I'm gonna show you. So you wanna do an elbow freeze on the elbow that you're gonna spin on. And ideally already in the position that you're gonna spin on. So I spin in this position. That's why I'm holding it like this. If you wanna spin in a bicycle position, that's fine too. Hold it like that. What's important here is that your elbow, shoulder and hip are going to be in one line. This is going to be really important for the elbow spin later on. So try to practice it already when you do the elbow freeze. And as I said, already ideally with the same leg positioning. So now I want to talk about the head placement. So the head can be either looking straight while you spin or looking on your arm. Both is okay, just do what feels more natural to you. My personal way, I look straight. I feel this is easier to lock in and get into the line. But if you want to do that, I have a friend who spins like that and he can spin a lot of elbow spins, so that's okay too. Same with the legs. Me personally, I do the sitting position, which is like this. I have my legs like this when I spin. This gives me the best feeling to lock in. Some people spin like that, that's okay too. As I said, the most important thing is that you're in one line when you spin, no matter what you do. So now, how are you gonna start the elbow spin? So I think my personal way is the best way is to start from top, from standing, which would be from here. Just the basic palm of entry, this one. And try to first maybe go into elbow freeze. So you do the palm of entry, 1, 2, elbow freeze. Some people, they go straight into the elbow freeze. I personally try to do it the way I showed you. So hand inside. This gives me more stability and more safety, especially wearing something slippery, so I can control it better. Maybe to explain it a little bit more in detail, I do it like this because then I can grab the floor and then I can go smoothly onto my elbow and then really push into the elbow spin. This is my way. I know there's ways just going straight into it. So if you feel better like this, do that. But my way, and I think this is the more safe way and also how you can be more consistent with it. If you're afraid at the beginning, you can also start from an elbow freeze just to get a feeling how it feels to spin. But don't waste too much time on this because if you want to get a proper elbow spin where you can spin multiple rounds, you need to go from standing actually because that's the only way how you can use your legs the correct way to lock into the move. Alright, so now we talked about how we use our hands in the entrance. So what are the legs doing? So the legs are actually open. I'm gonna show you with the hands first. So think that these are my legs. So they're open and then they lock in. This is how I do it. To show you from standing, it's like open and lock in. and it kind of goes in the same timing with your hands. So it's open all the time, and when I go onto my elbow, I lock it in. So open and lock in. So where do you actually spin on your elbow? For me, it's that part right here, more in the back. So if this is your forearm, right here, I spin right here. So now you have an idea how to go inside and how to spin. But how to get out, how to not hurting yourself. For a beginner, maybe there's two ways. Either when you feel like you're falling, you're trying to stop yourself in the elbow freeze, or you try falling into a windmill when you feel like you're falling backwards, like just inside the windmill. Or the easiest way for me personally, just jump into an elbow air flare. But it's up to you if you already can do an elbow air flare. Okay, one more thing that I want to emphasize is once you get in, don't go too fast. Many people think, oh, I gotta spin, so I have to be fast. No, don't do that. Let the material or the elbow pad or whatever you have do the work. Go in slowly and try to find the balance point. Once you ride it, try to find that one spot where you lock in and where you can just hold the position and kind of balance it. Yeah, so that's actually all there is to it. Try to, as I said, don't go too fast. When you go inside, make sure you grab the floor and then like push into it. Make sure you have the legs open and then locking it in. And then it's just really try and error. Try it many times and try to find that one position where you lock in and feel comfortable with it and get more strong and stable with that. And that's actually it. Alright, so what are some tips that could be helpful? First, and I think this is the most important, push out your shoulder. By pushing out your shoulder, I mean do this when you spin. This helps you first of all to be better in a line, like elbow, shoulder, hips, be more aligned. And second of all, it forces you to activate all your muscles so it can hold that position. The second tip is pull in your knees. That's what I'm thinking of. So as I said, I'm doing this sitting position. So I'm thinking of pulling in my knees as much as possible because this helps me more to keep this position and keep the balance while doing the elbow spin. So that's it for my tutorial. I hope you like it. I hope it's gonna help you. One more time, my name is Amin Drillz. This tutorial is brought to you by Spin Control. So shout out to them for doing this. And yeah, see you on the next one.